So, how exactly do we create a document? Well, you can see down here the plus icon. Click on that to create a new document, and a new Google Doc will open just like this. Now, if you use Microsoft Office, I'm sure you'll be familiar with this interface. So here we have the document title, and when you click on it, this box pops up and you can rename your document. So let's just do that and call it test and click on OK. And now you can see the document name has changed to test. After that, we have star, just like in previous videos, and you have a choice of folder that you can move it to. And here we have Docs Home. If you click on this icon, it will take you back to your Documents home page and take you out of Editor. And along here, beginning with File, we have all these other options. If we click on File, this drop-down menu appears, and you have all of these options here. So you can have Page Setup and Print Preview, print at the bottom. We can download in various ways as a Word document, etc. We can publish to the web. You can choose your language if you so wish. We can move it to trash, move it to a folder, make a copy if you wish, and you can rename it. And here, of course, you can create a new document. In the edit, you've got the undo and the redo options. So if you make a mistake, you can just click on one of those and your paste option there. We don't have any text in the document, so the cut and the copy options aren't actually showing yet, but we'll go over that pretty shortly. Okay. If we click on paste, you can see the shortcuts that you can also use. So here we can select all of our text in the document. So let's just write something. This is a test document for video tutorial. So as you can see, select all, so it selects all of the text there, and down here we can find and replace. So let's just look for a word. So let's just type this in, and you can see in the green it has found this. So let's replace it with another word, where. Click on replace, and you'll see just on the left of the box it says it has been replaced with where. So let's replace it again and replace it again with this, and you'll see by clicking replace all, it searches the whole document, and let's just click on it, and it is replaced again with this. So here's the view option, and within there is the print layout. We have the choice of mode underneath. So here we can choose either editing, suggesting, or viewing. You can either edit a document, you can make suggestions, where it just tells you that underneath, and here is the viewing option, where you can either read or print the final document. Here we can show the ruler, which you can see along the top. It is shown because it is ticked. Here is the equation toolbar. So there you can see that just along the top of the ruler there. Okay. And there we have the spelling suggestions, which is currently selected. So here we have the compact controls. If we click that, the top menu hides, and if we want to undo that, just click the arrow here and show it again. We can hide our menu, or we can show it using that arrow there, the double arrow. Okay. The final option here is to choose the full scale screen. Okay, so that's fairly straightforward. Here we have the insert option, the image and link, equation, table. If you're familiar with Microsoft Office Word, this will be pretty straightforward to you, I'm sure. But if you just hover the mouse over the table, it shows us the size of the grid, and when you click on it, the table is inserted in your document. Here we have the footnote. You use this if you want to insert a note in the footer. So you can also see that the shortcut for this option is Control, Alt and F. Okay, so if you want to insert a link, you can use Control K up here. So these are special characters. So when you click on this, it shows you all the special characters that you can use. And let's just see. And by clicking this, you can insert a horizontal line into your document. Again, fairly self-explanatory. And your page numbers and your page count. Shows you how many pages you've got within a document. You insert your header and footer here. You can bookmark it. And here you can insert a table of contents. So we can also format all of our text up here. So you highlight the text first, and then when you've done that, you can choose all of your options: bold, italic, underline, text color, and there's further options here. You can strike through. That is where it looks like you've crossed a word out. You can add a superscript. Okay. The small icon to the left shows you what this will look like. You've got paragraph styles. So you can choose your various headings there, which is the size of your text. You can align your document to the left, the center. And this menu also takes care of that as well, just along the top here. So here is line spacing. It's a width between the lines, and you've also got the option there. And you can clear all of the formatting that you've previously put in if you so wish. So it clears everything out that you've already done. And here we have the Tools tab and the spelling checker. Here we have the research option. So let's just select our text and click on research, and this window pops up and it gives you all these results from the internet, which is pretty cool. So next of all, we can choose define, which allows you to define a phrase or some text. So let's just select the word document here and click on define. And here you will see in this window, it gives you the description of what documents means. So a piece of written or printed electronic matter, etc. And if we go back to the Tools tab, we can choose the word count. Now, as you can see from here, there's one page, there's 7 words in the document, 35 characters in the document without spaces, and with spaces there's 41. Selected, there's 9 characters, but there's 41 in the whole document, which is pretty cool to know. This is a good one as well, the translate option. So we choose our language, scroll down the list, and then click on translate, and it will translate it into the language that you choose. So back here into the Tools tab is the Script Editor. So if we had a script, for example, a program or HTML coding, for example, we could use the Script Editor, and the Script Editor will open a new tab, and in here we can edit our script as we so wish, and we can insert it into our document. So here we have Preferences. So when we click on it, this window pops up, and when we enter our text here, you can replace it with the column on the right hand side. So the text on the left you replace with the text on the right, providing of course you've got that box ticked on the left hand side. We can also enter our own symbols here, and you click OK to save. So just let me show you. So let's just insert C there. Okay, we'll just move it down to the bottom there. And I clicked on enter, and here we have the copyright symbol. So here we have the Personal Dictionary. Again, it's pretty cool. We can add our own words into there, and then we can click on save. And here we are back to the table options. So we can insert a table. If you move your mouse around to choose your table size, so you can see I have 9 by 5 at the moment. You can move it around to 5 by 1, 5 by 3 by 4 by 5. You just hover it round and you choose the one that you want, and you insert it there. Okay. If you want to insert a row above, you can do so. You can insert a row below, or a column to the left, a column to the right, by just going exactly the same way about it. And similarly, you can delete a row. So one row has been deleted. If you want to delete the table, you can also do that. Okay, so that's fairly straightforward. Just have a play around with it. So here are the table properties. This is where you can choose the general settings or the layout for your table. So here are the table properties. Now this is where you can choose the general settings or the layout of your table. You'll see it's fairly straightforward. So let's just see how we can change this. We can change the table layout as to how we want. You can choose your color of the table border there. So we've chosen a dark red color. And the cell background color, we'll choose a dark color there. And you have the cell vertical alignment. Here we have the dimensions. So this is the column width and the minimum row height and the cell padding. Currently 0.069. Beneath that we have the table alignment, which is currently to the left, and left indent is the actual width from there to the edge of the paper, so to speak. And let's click on OK. And as you can see, the box there is dark grey, which is where the cursor was when we chose it, and also the box itself is in the dark red colour. So here is the add-ons option. We simply click Get Add-on, and this box will pop up with your various choices. So all you do is you select the one that you want and click the plus button. And here we have the help box. So you can type a query in here and you can search for it, or any other choices that you choose. So this is handy. This is the keyboard shortcut menu. It's always good to know all of these. So along here we have our shortcut menu. Now we showed you most of this earlier, but you must remember to highlight any text that you want any of these choices to apply to. So we've highlighted this here, and I've changed the font, currently at Arial, to Comic Sans, and the size we'll change to 12. Let's make it bold, italic, and we'll underline it. Okay, pretty straightforward, but just again have a play around with it. So here we've changed the color. You can insert any links that you so wish. And you can insert any comments here as well. So these icons here allow you to align it to the left or the center or the right, or wherever you want for that matter. Here we have the line spacing. 1.15 is set by default, but you can change that if you wish, and you can actually choose your own custom spacing there. Here we have the number list, just some bullet points, increasing or decreasing the indent. And again, you can clear everything you've just done by clicking on the clear formatting button. And you've got your various text size, your heading 1, heading 2, which can be used for SEO as well, but that's for another lecture. So if you're used to your Microsoft Word, really, you should be used to most of this. This is for the whole document, so it's currently set at 100%. You can go down a bit, you can go up a bit if you so wish. You see how the document has changed in size there. We leave it at 100%. And here we have the print option. So if we click on that, here we go with this box pops up. It gives you the option to save the file, test.pdf, and when you've clicked save and OK, it downloads to your computer, your local computer, and you can print from there. So I'll just cancel that. So this is the editor that we can use to edit our document. So let's go back to Docs Home. And when we click on that, you will see that the document is actually saved onto your Google Docs account. It's currently in the, well, I've now just clicked it to go into the grid view. And if we click on there, we can either rename it, remove it, or you can open it in a new tab. So that is basically how you create and you edit a Google document. So thank you for watching this, and I'll see you in the next video.